Happy New Year, Twin Counties. Josh Walters alongside Foster Lander. New year, new sport. We're here talking basketball on the Telegram Sports Channel in Foster. Edgecombe County had its holiday tournament. Nash County had its holiday tournament. And soon, before we know it, the conference play is upon us. So I want to look at Nash County. Northern Nash, I think, record-wise, clearly the best team in our area. But how good can the 10-2 Knights actually be, and are they a threat to win the Big East?
I think of the Nash County teams, that they're the most balanced, with a guy like Darius Spragley who can really fill it up. He's been a little hot and cold shooting the ball from deep, but he can get to the rim, and more than anything, I mean, Henry Drake likes the guys he have inside. They're not very big, but guys like Andre Cherry and Raymond Bullock have been really consistent. They really helped them in that Nash County Christmas tournament against Nash Central when Spragley didn't shoot it well, but they kept him in the game in the first half, and that's what Northern Nash will need to do.
Hunt and Fike, the other two teams of the Big East, they've had some up and downs this year, so I agree with you. I think this is the Knights conference to win. That being said, they were pushed to the limit in that final by Nash Central. Nash Central came back this week and finished second at the Cleveland tournament. What do you make of the Bulldogs? I basically rely on Josh Mullins and hope that somebody else scores a couple of points along the way.
Well, I haven't seen Hunt, I haven't seen Fike yet this year, but from talking to Henry Drake over at Northern, they got the best player in the conference in Josh Mullins. And Mullins is a big guard. He can really get to the rim. He can shoot it. He basically, as he goes, that's how Nash Central goes, because there's not much else outside of maybe Montre Cash that really works for them. But they'll really need him to have a huge year if they want to have a chance at winning the conference.
You look at the girls' side of the Big East. For me, it's a three-way race. It's Rocky Mount High, it's Nash Central, it's Northern Nash. Rocky Mount High beat both of those schools to win the Nash County Christmas tournament, but they are vastly immature in a lot of ways, and you could still kind of see some of the frustrations with Pam Gainey trying to get some of that knowledge infused into that team. But they have the best player in the conference in Kiana Spivey. We saw what she was able to do in the Nash County Christmas tournament, and it just, like I said, it's one of those things that, for me, it's very confusing because Nash Central can shoot the lights out. And if they get hot, they can beat Northern Nash, they can beat Rocky Mount High. But what's killed them so far this year is they got off to slow starts against Rocky Mount High in that title game. They went to Cleveland this year, the Cleveland tournament, got off to a slow start against Cleveland and lost that game. So, and obviously you can't get out Northern Nash. I know you saw the girls team play, defending Big East champions. So those three teams I think are the clear class of the Big East. We'll switch over to Edgecombe. You were there last night, waited a fairly decent amount of time to talk to Coach Reggie Best over at Tarboro. Clearly athletic. You know, the Vikings have a lot of great athletes, but they could. What do you make of them as an actual basketball team?
I really don't want to assume too much right now. I haven't seen them. They had an off night shooting the ball against a Green Central team that was really well coached defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers and some bad shots. And Coach Best said after the game that he actually liked the shot selection. They only shot 3 of 17 from 3, and Rasheed Herring, their leading scorer, only had 5 points on Wednesday night. So going to be tough for Tarboro to win if he's not shooting the ball well. But I wasn't sure that I agreed with him saying that the shot selection was great. I mean, they hoisted some deep threes, and there wasn't a whole really semblance of running an offense and trying to get good looks closer to the rim. So hopefully they get that figured out as the year goes along.
You know, if I saw the Vikings take on Nash Central, and that was one thing I saw. What I noticed was there wasn't a lot of set plays. It was much, let's use our athleticism, let's try to make something happen with our athleticism. So curious to see how they move on as Two Rivers play starts. We'll end with Southwest Edgecombe. The girls won the Edgecombe Holiday Tournament. I was joking before the video, I don't really know what to make of them because it's clear they have talent. Talia Owens, when she's aggressive and she's driving, she's probably going to be one of the better players in the Eastern Plains Conference. Let's ignore the North Pitt girls who have 6'4", 6'5", 6'4" on their front line. But she's one of the better guards in the conference. Tia Farmer is a great distributor. Shayla Ellis really has emerged as a post presence for the Cougars. Curious to see how they're going to react on Tuesday when they take on Washington. And the guys, I know you haven't seen the guys yet, but the guys, attendance issues at practice hurt them in that first game that they played against Green Central. But Coach Shelton Langley really optimistic this is a team that can make some noise in the Eastern Plains when they're actually fully healthy and fully staffed. But Foster, we'll end this video, I know we're running a bit long here, on just kind of what you're looking forward to here as we move into conference play.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Big East, and that there doesn't seem to be a clear favorite. And I know that wasn't really the case last year with how closely packed everything was, but it'd be interesting to see if Northern Nash can kind of put together the same kind of surprising, it wouldn't be as surprising this year, obviously, the way they've started, but if Northern Nash and Nash Central can make a run at that conference title.
Definitely. We are looking forward to seeing what happens in the Big East, the Two Rivers, Eastern Plains, all of the Twin Counties basketball. And you can stay tuned every Friday night, or Saturday morning, I should say, for the Telegram Basketball Insiders.